The gear system in NTE is actually pretty simple, but if you don't understand it, you waste a lot of resources. So let's go right into it. Let's start with the catcher. The catcher is one of the most important pieces of your gear because you can actually get the main attribute as your sub attribute too. So you can get crit rate as main stat and crit rate as substat. I did some testing and I'm pretty sure that as of right now, elemental damage is better for DPS. Of course, if you have someone like Fadia or an attack buffer that scales off attack and is necessary in the team to do damage, I think HP or in an attack buffer case, attack percentage is still a good choice. But for a main DPS, I think you should try to get it captured with the main elemental damage bonus as a main stat. Now more for modules. Each character has an module passive, you could say. For example, Nunnally gets 6% crit rate for each type 2 module she has. So what you want to do while building new characters is to have that passive in mind, but also the requirements of your modules for your set. So for the Enema set, I need one 4-piece, one of this 3-piece, and one of this 3-piece. And then I can just do everything that is free with 2 pieces because I get 6% crit rate for each 2-piece module. And that is something you should have in mind while building your characters. But I will upload dedicated character guides, and the first one will be Nunnally. So let me know which character you want to see first after Nunnally. Just a quick reminder, don't forget to like and follow, it means a lot to me, but let's go on with the video. And now I want to talk about the stats just a little bit so you know what each stat actually does. Crit rate, crit damage, pretty straightforward, we all know it. Charge efficiency, also pretty basic, but there is no substat to it, so you can only get it from weapons and sets. For cycle intensity, for Nunnally, this is a stat that is actually pretty good because you want to proc Limbs Bloom, and if you have more cycle intensity, the more damage you do with your Limbs Bloom, and that would be a good stat for characters that are not really bound but do have a benefit if they have a strong cycle damage. For example, Limbs Bloom. For break intensity, really strong on break character. For example, Daffodil, or in general for teams that can break the enemy shields pretty fast. Again, for Daffodil team, maybe even with Atla, because Atla can also break a shield pretty good paired with Daffodil. So if you're on a break team, break intensity is a good stat. Healing bonus, I think it's pretty obvious. Healing receive bonus, it's also pretty straightforward. Universal damage bonus is kind of like the elemental damage bonus, just universal, you could say. And it's the closest you get to, let's say, Anima damage for Nunnally. So it's also a really good stat to have on your modules if you play a DPS character. And then we only have elemental damage, and mental resistance is just damage resistance. But I don't think it's actually a stat that you can get on the modules, just like charge efficiency and healing bonus and healing receive bonus. But yeah, that is all the stats that are currently in NTE. Also, a thing for modules, the only thing that is random is what substats you get. Each piece has attack and HP fixed, and of course, the bigger the module, the more flat attack and HP you get. And also, same for the catcher, only the stats you get after you got a piece are random. There isn't something like in Genshin or Honkai Star Rail or in any other gacha game that you can get low rolls or high rolls or even a random substat. Once you get the piece, it's going to be this amount. That is also a thing I like about this gear system. Then let's quickly talk about how you can get the modules and of course the catcher and when should you start farming them. So you just go into the console selection and farm the stages depending on what set you want to farm. And also while you do farm the coins or the catchers, you will get another type of coin, the gold character, and that is for silver 2. And with those you can actually get modules, but we go over that just in a second. When should you actually start farming gear? I think at stage 5 or 6 it's pretty good. I'm going to do a run for the last 3 stages and then compare it on how much we got for each stage. So for the last difficulty we got 3 golden catcher, 280 gold Corota, 2 purple catcher, and some XP. For difficulty 5, you get 2 cartridges that are golden, 2 purple, 200 coins, 160 of the silver ones, and also some XP. Now let's have a look at stage 4. For stage 4, you get 1 golden cartridge, 2 purple one, 2 blue ones, and also some XP. 120 for the gold corridor and 240 for the silver one. So overall, I would personally say you can farm gear once you hit the 5th stage of gear stage, because 2 each time is pretty valid. Of course, 3 is better, but at the same time, 1 is not really worth it in my opinion. Even though I say it's not worth farming them, you can still do some runs, okay? Don't get that twisted. Just till stage 5, I wouldn't put all my stamina into actually farming gear. I would rather spend it to upgrade character, upgrade skills, getting my team overall up, and stuff like that. Now, once you did some runs, you will have enough points to pull for your modules. On normal and hard, so purple and golden modules, you can actually select what types you want, up to 8 pieces, and it's pretty okay. I think it's a good system. So yeah, let's do 1 temple. It's funny. It's funny to say pull because we're just getting gear, but yeah, let's see how it looks. And that is what we got. And yeah, I mean, it's a good system. I like it personally. And yeah, that's how you get most of your modules. But keep in mind, you do get some coins even for exploration and for some quests. But the main thing to get modules is from farming stages and then via the rewind system. And yeah, that is everything about the gear system. If you want to see any specific video, let me know in the comments. Thanks a lot for watching, take care, and see you guys in the next one.